King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella had just conquered Granada and signed the Alhambra Decree banning all Jews from Spain unless they agreed to convert to Catholicism. Columbus wanted to sail to Asia because after the fall of Constantinople due to the Ottoman Turks, trade routes such as the Silk Road were becoming much more difficult to travel on. The real reason for Columbus sailing west from Europe was to try to find a shorter route to Asia. He did this to find a quicker route to the Indies to trade and get more spices for Spain. He sailed because he mistakenly believed that the Atlantic Ocean was smaller than it actually is. With the fall of Constantinople due to the Ottoman Turks, the Silk Road had become much more dangerous to travel on. Everyone wanted a new way to access goods and spices from Asia.
The Spanish funded his expedition because Isabella and Ferdinand wanted to find a new trade route to Asia, compete with Portugal to find a source of money, funnel resources that were previously tied up in the Reconquista, which was a campaign to drive the Muslims from Spain and spread Christianity.
Columbus's first trip, he landed in what is part of now present-day Bahamas. The first island he landed on he named San Salvador, and the island is still to this day called San Salvador. Columbus also explored the northeast coast of Cuba, landing on October 28, 1492, and the northern coast of Hispaniola, present-day Haiti and Dominican Republic. On Columbus's second voyage, he explored Guadalupe, Montserrat, Redondo, Antigua, and several others in the Leeward Islands and Lesser Antilles chains. Columbus also explored what is now Puerto Rico. On Columbus's third voyage, he explored Canary Islands, Cape Verde, and south coast of the island Trinidad and South America. He also sailed to the islands of Chaka Chaka Reef. On Columbus's fourth voyage, he left from Cadiz and sailed along the coast of Central America. He was denied entrance in the colony Hispaniola. He continued on his quest but was later landed in Jamaica and sent men to seek help. It wasn't a year later until they finally rescued him.
Columbus believed that the Taino people, the natives, were willing to give him what he wanted, and he had promised the king that he would convert them to Christianity. He believed that his own ways and beliefs were better than theirs and wanted the Taino people to do the hard labor that his crew members refused to do. He was having trouble finding the gold and jewels that he had promised the king and queen, and was getting desperate to find anything of value. He knew that they would be good workers and laborers, so he enslaved them, then tortured them for the information on how to find gold and jewels. They worked hard, and many of them died from harsh treatment and disease until the point that there were only a